A very good morning, dear students. How are you? Hope you all are healthy and fit at your place now. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, here we will start the revision video. Here in this video, we will learn about the advanced programming in Visual Basic 2008. In this video, we will learn about the variables, different type of operators that we can use in any programming language. So, the operators are the values that can perform the operations on any operands. Or we can say like plus, minus, multiply, divide, these all are the type of your operators. And what is a variable? A variable is a type of container that is used to store the values. So for further detailed knowledge about that terms, we will move to our slideshow screen.
We are going to learn the Visual Basic Advanced Programming. Okay, here we will learn the concept of our programming. So our first concept is variable. Okay, so what is a variable? Variables are just a kind of container that can be used to hold any value for as long as the user doesn't change. Okay, these are the temporary locations created in the main memory of computer during the runtime. Okay, so just like a variable is a kind of container, means it is just a kind of box that contains the multiple value. Okay, so it depends upon the conditions. Okay, suppose here we have a variable that is a, and the value that contains by that variable is 10. Okay, so here a is the variable and 10 is that value that is assigned to a variable. Okay, after that, here we will learn how to declare a variable in Visual Basic. Okay, by using the dim keyword, dim keyword, we can declare a variable in Visual Basic. Okay, so before using any variable in the program, these are required to be declared by giving them a suitable name. Okay, and the data type of that value to be stored. So to declare a variable, here we will use the dim, that is dimension statement. Okay, so here you have seen the explanation, or you have seen the syntax of that variable, like dim. Okay, like dim space var name. In that place of var name, you just have to type the name of your variable. Okay, after that, write as data type. So here this one is the syntax of our variable declaration. Okay, after that, var name is the name that you assign to a variable. Okay, and the data type is the type that can be that a variable will hold. Okay, now here we will see like dim space num1 as integer. Num1 is a variable that's data type is integer. Okay, dim space num2 as integer, dim space name as character. Okay, here name is a variable that is a kind of character. Okay, after that, data type. Data type defines the type of the data that can be held by a variable. Okay, means the value that can be held by a variable comes under the category of data type. Okay, or we can also say it determines which type of value is stored in a variable. Okay, suppose here we have some examples, so have a look. Here the value of a is 10, so 10 is a integer. Okay, so the data type of this variable is integer. After that, a is equals to single quotes, within single quotes x. It's a kind of character. Okay, so the data type is character. Okay, one thing we have to keep in our mind, the character always declares within single quotes, whereas the string always enclosed within the double quotes. Okay, after that, a is equals to 14.4. Here this one shows the float value or the double value. Okay, now here different kinds of data types that we can use in Visual Basic. Okay, so here we can also see the stores, that is the value taken the memory to store the the variable taken the memory to store the values. Okay, and the ranges that can be held by a variable. Here byte is equals to 1 byte. Byte is a data type that can store the 1 byte in our memory, and the range of that byte is 0 to 255. Okay, integer that is of 2 byte minus 32,768 to 32,768. Okay, positive. Long, single, double, currency, and decimal also. Okay, so these are the different type of data types that we can use in our Visual Basic programming language. Okay, so there are many other data types supported by the Visual Basic that are out of the scope. Okay, so here we have learned some basic data types of Visual Basic. Okay, like integer, short, single, date. Okay, so the thing is very clear. To assign a value to a variable, we will use the assignment operator. Okay.
And the next is Visual Basic operators, okay? Like other programming languages, Visual Basic also uses the different operators, okay? That can be used to perform the operations on the operands. Means a operator is used to perform the operations, okay? So here we will have a example. A plus B is equals to C. So here our operation is going on. A, B and C are the operands, okay? And plus and equals to are the operators. So operators are used to perform the operations on operands, okay? After that, our first type of operator is arithmetic operators, okay? So the first is addition. Addition is used between two values to calculate their sum, okay? Like 17 plus 2 is equals to 19. And same as the subtraction, it is used to calculate the difference between two values. The next is multiplication. Multiplication is used to calculate the product of two values, okay? Two or more than two values. After that, the division. Division is used to find the quotient of a division, okay? The exponential, used to calculate the exponent, that is the power value, okay? Here 7 exponent 2 means 7 into 7, 7 7 ja 49, okay? After that, the mod. Mod operator used to get the integer part of the quotient while dividing the two numbers, okay? It also provides us the remainder of the division. A mod B. Suppose we have a number 19 mod 3, then the result is 1, okay? After that, the next is relational operator. So what is a relational operator? A relational operator is a type of operator that creates or that shows the relation between the values, okay? Here first operator is greater than. It is used to the two values to check whether the first value is greater or not greater, okay? Here you have seen we have two values. It shows 25 is greater than 2. If the result is true, then here it is true, even it is provides the false result, okay? This one is the less than, 25 is less than 5, false. The next one is greater than, equals to. It used between two values to check whether the first value is greater or equals to the second value or not, okay? So here you have seen 83 is greater than equals to 75. Here first condition is true, that is 83 is greater than 75, okay? It is not equals to 75, okay? So the value is true because first condition is satisfied here. After that, the less than equals to, not equals to. Not equals to returns true when first number is not equals to the second, okay? And this one is the assignment operator. It returns true when first number is equals to second, okay? It just checks or do the comparison, okay? Here password is equals to computer. It provides us the false result. And the next operators are logical operators, okay? Logical operators are used to check the logics between two or more than two values, okay? We have two logical operators, number one or and number second and, okay? And used to join the two conditions, such as when both the conditions are true. It gives us the true result, okay? Whereas the or used to join the two conditions such that when any of the two conditions are true, it gives us the true result, okay? In case of and, it will
retrieve true value only both the operands are true, means both the conditions are true, then only in that case, and provide us the true result. Here you have seen 25 is greater than 3, this one is right, and 3 is less than 5, both the conditions are true, then it provides us the true result. Okay, after that the OR, it will retrieve true value if the operands are true. So 25 is greater than 3, this one condition is true. Here 3 is less than 5, this one is true. So both the conditions are true. In case of OR, any of the one condition will true, then it will also provide us the true result. Okay, hope you.
So that's all about today's presentation. If you have any doubt, any query related to the presentation, then you can call me, drop a message, or you can WhatsApp me. And one more thing is that along with this video, I have also shared one PDF with you, so you can complete your work on the time and send it to me. Thank you. Have a nice day.